Hello, hello! I'm HyperGalaxy Starcraft with a game for you from the Zerg Kingy in my lifestyle. Actually, it's not gonna be Zerg King. The Zerg King is actually gonna be Sen, and my lifestyle is going to be some other guy in the GSL, and that some other guy I'll get back to you in a moment. But welcome to my channel. If you are a new hi-ho, if you're a subscriber, thanks a lot for watching. Okay, so I'm in the Platinum League, and I just got my ass kicked. I got 5 losses in a row. Ugh, it feels awful. But it's okay. It's not because I suck. I'm just trying this new cheesy strategy, and it gets thwarted every single time. Ooh, my lifestyle. Okay, I hate his name, so I'll be back with his real name. Hold on. His name is NvxiaOT, so we'll call him NvxiA, and we'll just call him OT. So we have OT, Protoss on Zelnaga Caverns versus Sen. This is in the GSL, or so it said on SCRep.com. So yeah, so when you lose a lot of games like me, you have to kind of come to terms with it. The other day I lost like 9 games to 2, and again, it's not. Maybe I should be in the Gold League and not the Platinum League. Who knows? But really, it's just, you know, I'm trying different styles and I'm trying different strategies, and really I'm trying things which are out of my comfort zone, so focusing on something completely different because I want to experiment. So yeah, I mean, I got into the Platinum League doing a certain kind of strategy, and now I feel like doing other strategies helps me to hone other kinds of skills as well. So not a whole lot happening right now. Sen is being safe, building a spawning pool and extractor first. No doubt he will get 100 gas for Zergling speed, and it looks like a fast expansion or a 15 Nexus for OT. Following that up with a forge, and this is an interesting that he would do that on this map, because on this map it's very wide open natural expansion. We can see here he can come in right over here, and right here, and here. So that's 3 lanes of attack. It's kind of hard to wall off here. Okay, looks like Zerg King is just making 4 Zerglings, the normal. He's not going to go for any 1 base bust, which he definitely could do. Zergling speed's on the way, and his second queen, excuse me, his first queen is being built right now. I like how these Zerglings just get split up, 1 for each watchtower. And, you know, I like this map. This is definitely one of my favorite maps. That is because it just feels good. I don't know, this map just feels good. And that's probably why it's been around so long. But I'm also not the only one who loves this map a lot. We'll look at Sneaky Little Pro here, which is going to get killed. Nice scout there from Sen. And, oh, but no, you know what? Zergling speed isn't not ready yet, so it's not going to get killed. Or it might. Who knows? First assembler on the way for Gateway. So, I don't know. I just feel like, back to my games, it's like, you just feel so frustrated. So I think the lesson for today, and you know, I'm sorry if you're new to my channel, sometimes I do just kind of rant and vent. So here we go. Ranting and venting. Yeah. So you can't let your losses become part of who you are as a person. Like, oh, I lost 5 games in a row. That means I'm a sucker, or I'm an idiot, or I'm a loser. You know, the same thing if you win 5 games in a 10, 12 games in a row. You can't think to yourself, I am better than everyone else. I'm so good. I mean, it's just false identity. So I think that's what I really needed to just get off my chest. Whew, I feel a lot better now. That's off my chest. A nice little 1, 2, 3 hexagon of Zerglings there. And interesting, Sen is now just building lots of Zerglings and Banelings. I don't actually find this timing very good because Protoss has pretty much walled off and has his cannons up. You can't go for an all-in and get an expansion, so don't really know what he's thinking, but we'll just see how the game goes. You can't do both those things at once. You either You either say, okay, Protoss is totally dead now. I'm just going to stay on one base, build a lot of circling to get a Baneling's Nest. And, you know, maybe... Or, you know... See, we can see this expansion isn't being mined from, so that's exactly my point. Forge goes down. Looks like these Zerglings are going to get in the base of OT. All these probes run away, go to the other Nexus. This photon cannon has been cancelled, and essentially the main of OT has been stacked. A lot of cannons right now. And again, I also find it a weird decision for OT to fast expand on this map. First of all, it's a two-player map, so there's no scouting. So what that means is that, you know, when you know where your opponent is, it's like you don't spend a minute or two trying to find them. So there's no kind of secrecy factor. Also, again, it's just really wide open. Personally, I think I'd prefer a 3-gate expansion or like a forge into a Nexus. Not really sure. Getting forge into the Nexus is kind of risky. So, but anyway, let's see what the follow-up plan for both players is. Okay, Sen now has his drones at his natural. Yes, he does. Overlords around the map. These two Zerglings. Look at even a Baneling. Kind of expensive to put a Baneling there, but... And we see this mineral patch is oversaturated. Right now, OT might want to think about not building any probes because he's oversaturated. Just now getting a couple of Nexi on the way. You can see the food count is actually pretty similar. And if we look at the harvester count, Protoss has more harvesters too. Right now I feel like Zerg is in this awkward position where he took care of the main, but really wasn't able to do much more than that. If he could have gone for an earlier bust, in fact, and totally defeated his opponent. One force field there, not doing a whole lot, but saving some health for a Zealot. My OT has now grabbed his mate again, and now he's feeling kind of good because he's much more protected. He has sentries out. He's gonna main out his probes back to his main, and the harvester count is even. I really think that Zerg, again, he really could have pulled ahead in the very beginning if he'd stayed on one base sooner, and you know, expanded later on. Protoss doing a nice little push here. It's going to be pretty safe because there's force fields. And Zerg is going to have to respond. He will do so by building 10 roaches. Great timing on the roaches from Sen, by the way. Awesome timing. They'll finish just as these units get here. And there won't be a whole lot Protoss can do. Okay, so Protoss pushed, and looks like, whoa, that push was, my mouse is my mouse is locked on the screen. There we go. My mouse was locked. I could not move. So, roaches are now going to be force fielded away, and Zealots hacking them down. That's a nice maneuver there by our Protoss friend. And this game is kind of long, so I'm just going to fast forward it because I don't know, it just kind of bores me. Indeed, indeed. So fast forwarding through the game. Dun 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 dun. Sen making another hatchery here. See what Protoss is doing. Making a robo. Aren't you glad I fast forwarded through this? I mean, there's really nothing happening. Just a little pushing here and there. Neither player wants to take a third. No, Zerg might want to think about taking a third pretty soon because I think the Colossi are going to come out pretty soon. We have Protoss thinking about a third. Okay, here we go. Sen taking a third. And let's just kind of fast forward a little bit even more. Here we go. Here comes something. Looks like. Ooh, just a little bit of hope there. Sen's aware that a third is going down, and here it is. at the army count. At this point in the game, it's still about even. And the unit count. Interesting. Here comes the robotics facility. Protoss has to cancel the third, but does a nice little counterattack. Zerg might have to cancel his third too. Kind of an interesting, weird back and forth game. Well, not interesting. It's just kind of a weird game here. Sort of an eye for eye, tit for tat. Neither player really ahead. Indeed. Even harvester count. Units lost, even too. Everything is just been about even. Even Steven. However, it looks like Protoss might be able to get up this expansion. Zerg now taking his third again. Hopefully soon. And let's fast forward it some more. The Colossi are going to come out, and I think Protoss will just stomp over Zerg because Zerg does not have Corruptors. Does he? He has Hydralisks. Yeah, Colossi are going to come out. Let's just fast forward. Phoenix is scouting. I don't even think Zerg has a Spire at this point. Interesting. I mean, he knows that Colossi are on the way. He's got to build a Spire. Here's one Colossus. Spire now being built, but a little bit too late because Thermal Lance is done. Here comes a push from Zerg, but he's going to find very rudely that Protoss has Colossi. Ooh, Thermal Lance almost done. Let's look at the unit count. How many Colossi are out? 2. And how does Zerg respond? Is he going to build Corruptors? Nope, his Spire is not yet finished. Here we go, here he comes. Force fields are going to separate this army pretty soon. There we go. And then these Colossi are just chewing up through the roaches. Pretty soon are going to chew through the Hydralisks. The Zerg is taking it forward. I really do think this is going to be game. Spire, again, is not yet finished. Zerg, who's forced to run away, is going to be trapped. Oh no, that's devastating. Oh, look at all those units that got trapped. Ouch. 3 Colossus out. Yep, that's pretty much going to be game. Let's just fast forward some more. And I'm kind of hesitating whether I should even upload this game, but I think I will. It was very popular on sc2rep.com. And I'm not really sure why. 4th base for Protoss, but Protoss is basically 1. Sand is building 17 roaches. And yeah, there's really nothing he can do. Put on faster for this final push. And the Imba Colossi unit, once its presence is known on the battlefield, boom. So again, I think that Sen, the Zerg player, could have won if he stayed on one base and did kind of an all-in bust against Protoss, because for the first, like, 7 minutes, Protoss is extremely vulnerable if he did go to Nexus first. You can't do like a bust and expand at the same time. And again, we saw that Sen didn't even have harvesters at his expansion for quite some time. And yeah, Sen overwhelmed by the Colossus Might. GG's. Well, thanks for tuning in. And I hope you don't mind that I fast-forwarded through most of that. I'd rather not watch a game that's boring to me, because it might be boring to you also. If that's not the case, then just let me know, and I just won't upload them. But I think I will upload this, yeah. And thanks a lot for tuning in.